All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Mavericks win to move to 7-3. It is their best start to a season since 2014 and 2015. But I was asking this during the stream in the chat. Does this feel like a 7-3 basketball team? Because even tonight, 16-point win. You know, that's good. You take care of business against a lesser opponent. The Pelicans might currently, with Zion out, now Brandon Ingram's out. Herb Jones missed tonight's game. This might be the worst fucking team in basketball by a lot. All right, so it's nice to see the Mavs come out and take care of business, but admittedly, didn't really feel like it. Like, it was all throughout the game where it was like waiting for this team to pull away, waiting for this team to pull away, waiting for this team to pull away, and they finally did in the fourth quarter. They had it to a 20-point lead, right? And then all of a sudden, you kind of let them creep back in, and it was an 8-point game with 3 minutes left. So a little frustrating that the Mavericks let the Pelicans even kind of make this somewhat close towards the end there. I'm just waiting for the game, for the Mavs, where the game ends, and you're like, hell yeah, good stuff, guys. We did it, right? Tonight, again, you'll take the win, but it's just like there were so many times where you just felt kind of gross. You felt a little bit gross, but we'll take wins any way that they could come. Luka was okay tonight. I didn't think he was great. This plus minus stuff, his plus minus, he's got like one of the worst plus minuses in the league, and it's just, even in a blowout win, he's a -2. Don't know what's going on there. I'm not gonna look too much into that, but you know, obviously that's the narratives people are running wild with on Twitter because it must mean Luka sucks, right? But I didn't think he was great tonight. Admittedly, 25 points, 10 of 21 shooting. You know, he had his moments. He went on a little stretch there where he was like taking the game over with fading away and hitting, you know, tough fadeaway mid-range jump shots. When these are falling, it just looks great when he's in his bag. Garrett Temple just got no chance. Let's just be honest, Garrett Temple, just no chance whatsoever here. This was all in the stretch of like 2 minutes where Luka was just going nuts. You know, hitting these shots, hitting a 3 here for a 2-for-1, and when he's playing like this, it looks good. And then he had moments there towards the end. This one right here, am I tripping, or is he smiling at Jonas Valanciunas? He's literally smiling at Jonas Valanciunas before hitting a 3 in his face. Just asshole stuff. I love that from Luka. Asshole stuff. Him and Jonas Valanciunas are good friends, I guess. Jonas Valanciunas, Luka, and KP were on the court after the game talking for a long time. I was saying in the stream, if Luka and the Mavs are not getting fined for that interaction, then they're doing it wrong. I need to see some tampering on the court, okay? And KP was talking to Zion, too. The Mavs need to be getting fined for this. That's what I want. I want them to tamper. That's what I want. But I was getting pissed off of Luka. I'm not going to lie. There towards the end, you know, Brunson took this game over yet again in the fourth quarter. My God, he's been so good. And Luka checked back in. And, all right, what the hell is Jason Kidd doing here? This made it a 10-point game, I think. No, a 12-point game. Jason Kidd was running this, like, meme lineup of Boban, KP, Sterling Brown, Tim Hardaway, and Luka for far too long. The game got way too close. And I was saying that in the chat, like, there was 8 minutes left. Mavs are up 20, and the crowd was chanting for Boban to hit a 3. And I was like, dude, it's way too early for Boban to be, like, shooting 3s. And the Boban had to come out. They had to, like, put in their legitimate starting 5, plus Brunson, to close out this game. It's sad that he even got to that point. But again, Brunson played great, man. He just took this game over. Had stretches where he was just taking the game over, man. He is so good. He is so good. And he is playing the Mavs into a weird spot where they've got to pay him. They're going to have to pay him a lot of money. Look at this. Just pulling up mid-range. Look at that. Look at that awareness. Dorian Finney-Smith threw him a grenade. Dorian Finney-Smith has just been really bad. He's been really bad so far this season. But Brunson, look at that shot clock awareness. Instead of settling for a terrible 3, he knows he has time to step in and take a good mid-range jump shot. He hit that. I think Brunson just fantastic tonight. And you know who else was really good? Frank Ntilikina played really, really well. Really, really well. And I'm happy to see it. Here he is. Like, that just looks good. You know what I mean? That looks nice. There's nothing about that looks unnatural or weird. Here he is going aggressive and driving in the second quarter of this game. He was getting some early minutes. So Frank might be a legitimate piece of rotation. That's just a nice drive, going aggressive. Here he is hitting another jumper. Kind of a weird possession here. Dwight Powell kicking out. Frank fading away mid-range jumper. If you were to tell me going into that possession that it would end with Dwight Powell out of control drive and kick to Frank Ntilikina who shoots a fadeaway 2, I would say disgusting, but he hit it. I like to see that. Here he is hitting a 3 right here. This was off a KP pass. KP did not play well in this game, but he had a stretch where he did, and this was part of it. A little 2-minute stretch in game time where he was, you know, doing that, driving aggressive, and then defense collapses. He kicks that to Frank. Here he is right here getting an and 1. turning and fading, hitting an and one. Here he is hitting a deep three. He loves these above the break threes. These deep above the break threes. When he's on, he's hitting these. These are like automatic when he's clicking. And that one followed up this one right here. Again, it was like a 2-minute stretch game time where he was just hitting these shots. But it was an ugly close to the game for him. You know, admittedly, it was an ugly close to the game for him. And I don't know. Again, it's just like, man, this team just leaves me like just so confused. It leaves me so confused. Sterling Brown is just not an NBA player. Willie Cauley-Stein here almost ended the Mavericks season because I don't know what the hell he's doing. You're 7 feet tall. Why would you try and jump and contest someone who's 6'6"? Josh Hart's what, 6'6", 6'7" maybe? He goes up for a floater. You're 7 feet tall. Why jump? Why jump to try and block this when you could just try and draw a charge and fall into your best player's knee, damn near ending the Mavericks season? I thought this was bad, but fortunately, Luka. I don't think Luka got attention from the traders after this, so he's fine. But yeah, again, it's like I would love a 48-minute showing from this team where you leave the game and you're like, hell yes, that's what I'm talking about. So far, I don't really think we've seen one of those so far this season. 7-3, but you're 7-3. I mean, let's not sugarcoat it. It's because you play terrible teams, right? The Celtics are decent. Granted, they were without Jalen Brown. The Celtics were decent, and the Raptors were decent. Granted, the Raptors were without Pascal Siakam. But right now, those are the only 2 wins you could really hang your hat on at being good. And these other ones have just been like this one's the best, right? 16-point win. That's nothing to scoff at. But still, you would like to see a more complete showing from this team. I thought they actually did a pretty decent job on Jonas Valanciunas. I thought Valanciunas was going to have a Wilt Chamberlain stat line heading into the game, but I think that they held him in check pretty well. You know, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, his shooting numbers are they're really bad, and this was garbage time. Like the only reason this even looks better than what it is because of garbage time. And for the Mavs again, Luka, just not that great of a game, not very efficient. KP 4 of 13, and that's including that great stretch there at the end of the first quarter going into the start of the second quarter where I think he hit 3 of these 4 field goals were in that stretch. And granted, he was in foul trouble in the first half of this game, but you know, would like to see a more complete performance from him. He was really good against the Celtics on Saturday night, so I don't want to go too hard on him. Tim played really well. Brunson off the bench, 17 points, 6 assists, plus 26. Frank was a plus 24 in 18 minutes. So the Mavs got pretty good bench production tonight, which is good to see. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys. Again, would like to see a more complete performance from this team admittedly, but we'll take any win we can get. A 16-point win again against any NBA team is never easy to do, but it wasn't as pretty as that 16-point margin would lead you to believe. I guess that's the point that I'm trying to get at. The Mavs play the Bulls on Wednesday night in Chicago. That's going to be a tough game. The Bulls just beat up on the Nets tonight. Bulls just beat them up bad. So the Mavs, a little bit worried. A little bit worried about Vucevic. What is he going to do here? Vucevic has had a very slow start to the season. He's going to break out eventually. You know he's going to break out eventually. I'm a little bit concerned it's going to be against us with Dwight Powell. Who, God bless the guy, right? That's all we got to say about Dwight Powell. God bless him, okay? And then, granted, we saw this tonight. KD dropped like 38 or something like that tonight. There aren't too many, with Patrick Williams hurt, there's not too many wing defenders for this Bulls team. So, hopefully Luka, has a good game. I'm still waiting for that big time Luka game, that 35, 36, 37-point triple-double. Like, I'm waiting for one of those. I'm hoping we get it sometime soon because it's been a slow start to the season for him. I mean, you look at his averages, 24, 8, and 6. That's pretty good, right? But the shooting splits aren't the best, okay? So I'll see you guys on Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. I'll be going live on this channel at 6:45 p.m. Central Time if you guys want to come, chat, hang out. It's always a lot of fun. I always appreciate you guys for coming and hanging out on the stream, okay? Mavs win. They're 7-3, tied for second in the West. Best start since 2014, 2015. I can't believe I'm even saying that shit. I can't believe I'm even saying that with how this team has looked at times, okay? Talk to you guys later. Goodbye.